Hello everyone, this is teacher Myint Zu. Welcome to our free basic grammar course. Today I will speak in English, but I will use promise in some grammar points. So before we start, I want you to prepare one notebook and pens. Okay, so if you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so now everyone, look at the pictures. How many people can you see? Yes, two people. So what are they doing? Good, they are talking. So this is Joe and this is Mark. They are talking each other. So we are going to read their conversations and find what are they talking about. So I will give you 1 minute, read their conversation and find what are they talking about. Yes, so what are they talking about? Good, they are talking about Julie and then Rio de Janeiro. Okay, great. So here, look at their conversations. In their conversations, they're talking about Julie. So here, what does Julie look like? What does Julie look like? She's tall with brown hair. So Julie looked like. So Meg is talking about Julie appearance. Great. So and then another one. Let's find the questions that have like. So another. Okay, here. What's Julie like? She is very pretty, very kind, but she's not very clever. Again, Meg is talking about Julie character. Great. So, and then what's Rio de Janeiro like? So, it's like Buenos Aires. So, it's like Buenos Aires. So, it's Meg is talking about Rio de Janeiro and Buenos Aires. They are similar. So, and then another, what does that taste like? So, Joe asked, did you try feijoada? What does that taste like? So, it tastes like beef stew. So, tastes like beef stew. Okay, great. So, in this conversation, we find what's like, and another look like, and next taste like, and then what Rio de Janeiro like, what's like, and next it's like Buenos Aires. So we are going to talk about the difference of these 5 like. So here, number 1, what's like? So we can use what's like when we ask about a person's physical appearance. So like here, what's Julie like? So This question is asking about Julie's physical appearance, like Julie is tall or short or pretty. And also, we can also ask this question for character, like interesting, boring, friendly, and friendly. That's a character. So we are going to use what's like when we ask about a person's physical appearance and character. So look at the example. What's Julie like? Julia ဘယ်လိုမျိုးလဲ She is very pretty and very kind. ရမ်းလာပြီအရမ်းကျင်လာတယ် but she's not clever. So here, pretty is talking about physical appearance, good. And very kind. Kind is talking about character. So this is about what's like. And then we also use what's like when we ask about places, book, and films and event. Like, for example, party and a football match. So earlier we found it about Rio de Janeiro. So here, what's Rio de Janeiro like? So Rio de Janeiro is place or book. Yes, place. So what's Rio de Janeiro like? Did Rio de Janeiro ga belo Well, the beaches are wonderful, but traffic is awful. ကမ်းခြေတွေကတော့မခန်းစရာပဲဒါပေမဲ့ traffic ကတော့ရမ်းဆိုးတယ် So, and then another example. Here, what's latest film like? So here, latest film. So film, this is talking about film. So for example, what's Harry Potter film like? It's excellent. Like this. Yes, another one is look like. Look like. So we use look like when we talk about someone's appearance. Like here, what does Julie look like? Look like Cinderella. Julia, ဘယ်လိုမျိုးလဲဘယ်လိုပုံစံလဲ Look like. So she's tall with brown hair. So when we talk about someone's appearance, we are going to use look like. So here, look like. So now let's do some exercises. So this time we are going to make questions according to the answer. And we are going to use like, what's like, and look like. So look at example 1. What Sally like? So answer, she's clever, but she is a bit boring. So the answer is talking about appearance or character. Good character. So we are going to ask, what is Sally like? Great. And example 2, what's Jane like? So answer, she's quite short and has dark hair. So it's talking about character or appearance. Great appearance. So we are going to use look like. What does Jane look like? So let's do number one together. He is not a very interesting person. So it's talking about good character. So your answer is, what is Peter like? So now we are going to do for number 2 to 6. Write down your answer in your notebook. 1 minute. Yes. Now, what about number 2? They are generous. So, great. What are Anna's parents like? Great. And number 3, he's very tall and he has blonde hair. So, yes, great. What does Tom look like? And number 4, she's tall and strong. So, that's great. What does Eva look like? Very good. And they are amusing. So, great. What are Bob and Tom like? She is tall and slim and she wears glasses. So, yes. What does Susan look like? Very good. So this is the difference between all what's like and look like. So after that, let's talk about another one. So earlier we talked about look like. So look like means when we talk about someone appearance, we are going to use look like. So now we can also use like with taste, feel, and sound and smell. So, for example, what does that taste like? What does that taste like? It tastes like cheese. Okay, so likeကိုအရသာတွေခံစားမှုတွေအတန်တွေအနံ့တွေမှာသုံးလို့ရတယ် So like for example, what does that like? What does that taste like? အဲ့ဒီဟာရဲ့အရသာဘယ်လိုမျိုးလဲဘာနဲ့တူလဲဘာအရသာနဲ့တူလဲ So it tastes like cheese. Cheese အရသာနဲ့တူတယ် It tastes like. And another one, what is this material? ဒါဘာပစ္စည်းလဲ I don't know. It look like wool. It look like wool, but it feel like cotton. So look like သုံးဝင်နေရစင်တူတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ခြေသာပေါ်ကျွန်တော်တို့ခံစားနေရတယ် like this look like feel like okay so this time we are going to read about kiwis do you like kiwis of course we like kiwis and then another one is a double bass so we are going to read about these two things. So I will give you 1 minute. You can read these two lines. Yes. Okay. So now we are going to make the question using look like, taste like, feel like, sounds like. So we are going to make question with face like, look like, sounds like, and smells like. So we are going to decide what are we going to use according to the answer. So look at example. Answer, they are round and brown. So earlier we read about kiwis and database. So round and brown thing. Which thing is it? Good, kiwis. So round and brown. Yes, it's appearing. So we are going to use look like. What do kiwi look like? Great. So now let's do number one together. It has a deep sound. So yes, it's talking about database. So now question is, what does a database sounds like? Great. So let's do number 2 to 5. Write down your answer in your notebook. 1 minute. Okay, finish? Yes. So what about 2? They don't really have a smell. So great. What does kiwi smells like? And number 3, they have a flavor like strawberries. Good. What do kiwis taste like? And another, yes, what does a database look like? They are rough to the touch. So, what do kiwis feel like? Great. Who's like? Earlier, we are going to talk about what's like. So, we can also use with question word who. Who's like? So, if you use who's like, you are going to mean similar to, similar to. It's mean singular, similar to. So, for example, who's Julie like? Her father or her mother? Julia Petune Durale. Her father or her mother? Amenera, apenera. She like her mother. Another way, she is like her mother. So it means she is similar to her mother. Amenedure. Okay. So yeah. And then Rio de Janeiro is like Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires. So here it's like. So Rio is similar to Buenos Aires. Rio ne Buenos Aires ne dure like this. Let's talk about another thing. So can you read this question? What is she like? So in this question, look at like. So like is verb or prepositions. Great. In this question, like is preposition. So what about another? What music does she like? So in this question, look at like. Which one is made of? Here like. Like is made of. So here, earlier we talked about what's like, look like, who's like, taste like, face like. This like is preposition. So like, we can also use like as a main verb. For example, what music does she like? Do some exercises. So we are going to write questions using like, preposition like, or both like. So we are going to decide which one we are going to use according to the answer. So look at example. I like rock music. So we are going to use preposition like or the above like in the questions. Great, the above like. So what music do you like? So look at example 2. She is very amusing. So we are going to use preposition like or above like. Great, preposition like. So what is Julie like? Good. So let's do number 1 together. She likes a boy in her class. So good. We are going to use both like. Who does your sister like? Great. So now let's do number 2, 3, 4, 5. Write down your question in your notebook. Only 30 seconds. So number 2. Good. What are Paul's brother like? Okay, number 3. She liked toast. So, yes, great. What does Jane like for breakfast? And then number 4. I'm like my mother. Yes, great. Who are you like? And then he is rather boring. Good. What is Mary husband like? So this is a difference of preposition like and the above like. So let's move on. Now, we already talked about when we talk about someone appearance, we are going to use look like. And when we ask about someone character and appearance, we are going to use what's like. And when we meant to similar, we are going to use who's like. So, and when we talk about smell, feel, and taste, we are going to use taste like and smells like and sounds like. So, here, this time, when we talk about someone health or temporary state, so we are going to use how. We are not going to use what's like for someone held or temporary state. Okay, this time, remember, we are going to use how. So တစ်စုံတစ်ယောက်ရဲ့ကျန်းမာရေးအခြေအနေနဲ့လက်ရှိဖြစ်နေတဲ့အခြေအနေကိုပြောချင်တယ်ဆိုရင်မေးချင်တယ်ဆိုရင် how ကိုသုံးတယ် Okay, so here for example, how's your brother today? နင်းညီလေးအခြေအနေဘယ်လိုလဲ So he's feeling much better. တော်တော်လေးသက်သာလာပါပြီ And then how was your boss today? Oh, he was very friendly today. ဒီနေ့မင်း boss ရဲ့အခြေအနေဘယ်လိုလဲ Oh, ဒီနေ့တော့အရန်ကိုခင်တမ်းမြင့်တယ် like this. Was very friendly. Okay, so when we talk about someone held or temporary stage, we are going to use how. So now let's do some exercise again. So this time we are going to make question using what's like and how. According to the answer, we are going to decide what we are going to use. So, and then look at example. Example 1. B. Atlanta. So it's very modern city. Yes, great. So we are going to use what's like or how. What's like, great. So what is Atlanta like? And then what about number 2? He felt a lot better. So we are going to use what's like or how. Good, how. So how was Mike yesterday? So let's do number 1 together. It's very big and it has a wonderful view over the city. So, great. What is John blood like? Very good. So I want you to, for number 2 to 5, I will give you 30 seconds. Write down your questions in your notebook. Yes. So, number 2, he was tired but friendly. So, good. How was your boss yesterday? And number 3, it's similar to a tennis racket but lighter. Good. What is a squash racket like? And then, she's very well, thank you. Good. How is your sister? And the last one, it's very interesting. There's a lot of things to see. Yes, what is Portugal like? I hope you understand. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.